This is the team Kata for boys. Kata is often described as a set sequence of karate movements organized into a pre-arranged fights against imaginary opponent. The kata consists of kicks, punches, sweeps, strikes, blocks, and throws. Body movement in various kata includes stepping, twisting, turning, dropping to the ground, and jumping. In Shotokan, kata is not a performance or a demonstration, but is for an individual karateka to practice full technique, with every technique potentially killing blows. While paying particularly at- attention to form and timing, Shotokan Karate is comprised of 26 katas, each with their own emphasis on fast and slow or controlled and powerful movement. Virtually all the kata taught today in the Shotokan system have two K points. The K, or the spirit cry, as it is sometimes referred to, occurs only at certain predetermined movement in each kata. They are performing the kata called Kankusho, which is in the 15th level in the kata. It is one of the advanced kata. The meaning of the kata is to look at the sky. The original name was Ganku Sho, and while Ganku Sho was the name of the Chinese official whose 18th century technique were eventually codified into the kata Kukanshu by the Tori Sakuai. In the case of Kankusho, the name is merely there to label it as the title brother kata to Kankudai. Kusankusho was originally created, it is said, by the famous Shuriti karate teacher Yasun Suni Otosu. It contains one of the signature technique, the Jouke, a variation of which can be found in another little brother kata that bears the stamp Basai Sho. They are now performing Bonkai. Gankusho consists of 39 steps. It is also mean viewing the sky or viewing the emptiness. Bonkai literally means analysis or dissembling. It's a term used in Japanese martial arts, referred to process of analyzing kata and extracting fighting techniques from the movement of a kata. The extracted fighting techniques are called oyo. Bonkai is usually performed when with a partner or a group of partners, which execute predefined attacks, and the student perform the kata response with defenses, counterattacks, or other attacks. Based on part of the kata, this allows the student in the middle to understand that the movement in kata are meant to accomplish. It also illustrates how to improve the technique by adjusting distance, timing, rhythm, and fluidity in combat properly in order to adapt and adjust any technique depending on the size of the opponent. Some kata have another layer of application that is taught using an Oyo Bonkai, and application of the kata is ways other than the alternative application, but the Bonkai, like the kata, varies based on the style and the teacher. The single kata posture, or movement may be broken into anywhere from a few to a dozen applications, and the subsequence of kata move may sometimes be interrupted in different ways, resulting in different bonkais. Students are encouraged to consider each movement and technique in a kata in response to multiple possible attacks.
They score 6.8,
So the team
6.2,
kata has scored
6.8, 6.6, 7.0,
with a minimum of
6.8, and
6.2
6.8.
and a maximum with 6.8. The points in team kata is cut off with the smallest two numbers and the largest two number. It's not considered to be counted together.
The total score is 20.4.
So the total score is 30.4.
Next is Ram Lanong, Lakhon Lanong, and Tabor Lapang, representing West Khasi Hills.
The next in Team Kata Boys is represented by the West Jaintia Hills district. Names Ram Lakhan, Lakhan Lanong, and Tabor Lapang. The kata they're performing is Goju Shihosho. It is the 18th number in the list. It is one of the advanced kata performed by the seniors. Goju Shihosho means 54 steps and is a kata practice in karate. In Shotokan, there are two versions of this kata, Goju Shiho Dai and Goju Shihosho. Sometimes in the 1960s or 1970s, when a high-ranking JKA instructor announced Goju Shiho Dai and they performed Goju Shihosho. At the Japan Karate Championship, after the event, there was a name change. Then original Goju Shiho Dai named changed to Goju Shihosho, and vice versa. The name change has affected JKA, Japan Karate Association, kata, and still they are using the changed name instead of the original one. Goju Shiho Dai starts off with a wide variety of advanced techniques and as such is highly recommended for study. Goju Shihosho consists of many advanced open-handed technique and attack to the collarbone, which is also known as Ippon Nukite. Goju Shihosho translates simply as 54 steps, making reference to the number of steps or movement in the original kata. Ankoto Su, the student of Masumura, is the one who created the two versions of this kata, which is also known as the big and the small. That was a takedown, and it's one of the performed just in katas. The student performing the kata depends with the defense and counterattacks and other action based on the part of the kata. Takedown is one of them. The strike to the neck is known as the nobite, which is mainly performed in this kata. This kata having 54 steps is usually performed by the seniors above purple belt. After the kata, bowing is part of the kata sequence, waiting for the announcement of the points.
Day score
From the
6.8,
7 judges,
7.0,
the lowest point
7.0,
is given
7.0,
6.8 and the highest 7.2.
and 7.0.
From the 7 judges, the lowest 2 will be deducted and the highest 2 will also be deducted. And the remaining points
The
will be
total score
calculated
is
together.
21.0. Next is Aventinus, Gregor and Ferdinand, representing Riboy district.
The next in the team kata, boys, is represented by the Riboy district. The names are Aventinus, Gregor, and Ferdinando. The name of the kata is Gion. It is considered the 20th kata. It is one of the advanced kata performed also by the seniors. Gion is a representative kata in the Shotakan system because of the importance of the perfection of the basic stance. It contains notably Zenkutsu Dashi and Kibadashi. Both of them are the stance mainly used in this kata. Some of the Shitoryu organization also emphasizes is also practice in Kokotsu Dashi and back stance. Gion, that was the final strike. The actual translation of Gion is love and goodness. Performing the Bonkai, the karatekas are performing different techniques, blocks, strikes, and throws. Gion is believed to be named after the Gyeonggi, a Buddhist temple in China. Since there are many Gyeonggi temples in existence, it is uncertain which one of the kata refers to. Although the kata creation is unknown, credit is usually given to Shokan Masuromura, who is presumed to have learned this kata during the traveling to China. Gion is the simplest of the Sentei kata and is comprised mostly of pieces from Yan and Teki kata. It has a total of 47 steps and contains some of the most basic movement that Shotokan has to offer. Being a simple kata, there are no fancy moves to hide behind. If a student possesses poor basics, then the performance of the Jion will be weak. For this reason, it is an excellent kata to judge one's overall technique. The idea when performing the kata is to be like a Buddha. With a strong yet humble spirit, the simplicity of its movement demonstrates one's humility, yet each technique should be performed with explosive power and unwavering stability.
They score 6.8, 6.8, 6.8,
The team
6.8,
scores
7.0,
the lowest of 6.8
7.0,
and
and
the highest
7.0.
7.0. The karatekas are waiting for the final
The total
points,
score is 20.6.
and they score a total of 17.6.
The results for the men's team kata, third place is backed by East Khasi Hills, comprising of Davison Kharkongor, Albert Jirwa, and Yobor Milimpna.
Third place is being placed by the East Khasi Hill.
The second place is backed by Riboy District, comprising of Aventinus, Gregor, and
Second
Ferdinand.
place is backed by
And the first
Rihoy
place
District.
is backed by West Janta Hills District, comprising of Ram Lanam, Lakon Lanam, and Tabor Lapang.
The first place is backed by the West Giant Hill District boys. This is the team kata girls. The first team is represented by the East Khasi Hills, namely Rebecca Nongspong, Pikerbha Karbi Q, Barisha Karbani. The name of the kata is Gojo Shihodai. Out of the 26 kata in Shotokan Karate, this is the 17th advanced kata. Gojo Shihodai, or the 54 steps big, is the longer and more complex of the two Goju Shio kata. At 67 counts, it is the lengthiest of the Shotokan kata, beating Goju Shio and Gankudai by 2 moves. A surplus of movements over its twin can basically be accounted for by the inclusion of 2 techniques in Goju Shihodai that is not represented in Goju Shio or Goku Suku Uki. Goju Shihodai has a similar fame than its twin, mostly due to its trademark sets of Katsukushiki no Kame and Keitona Kashiuke and the Otoshi Upanugite. Essentially, the bigger frame of the Ryun flowing cloud set of Goju Shio is replaced by the smaller Kitsukushi woodpecker set of Goju Shiodai. The ground style of Ryun no Uki is replaced by the smaller curving Keituoki. The long Shihan Tate Nogite are exchanged for shorter Otoshi Epon Nogite and the big Zankushu Dashi and the Kokoshu Dashi are traded for the much smaller Nokoashi Dashi.
They score 7.2, 7.0, 7.4, 7.0.
The smallest score is 7.0 and the highest score is 7.4.
Their total score is 21.6.
They scored a total of 21.6.
Next, Viboy district, comprising of
Next team
Inlung
from the Team
Hermyo,
Kata girls
Hidawan Saniri
representing
Walang, and
from the
Andy
Viboy
Soklet.
district are Inlum, Pidawan, Sonali, and Adeline. They're performing the kata named Jion. Jion is ranked in the 20th from the 26th from all the kata. The meaning of Jion is love and goodness. Jion is believed to be named after the Jeonji, a Buddhist temple in China. Since there are many Jeonji temples in existence, it is uncertain which one of the kata refers to. Although the kata creator is unknown, credit is usually given to Shokan Matsumura, who is presumed to have learned this kata during his struggle to China. Jion is the simplest of the Sinte kata and comprised mostly of pieces from Heian and Teki kata. It has a total of 47 counts and contains some of the most basic movement that Shotakan has to offer. Being a simple kata, there are no fancy moves to hide behind. If a student possesses 4 basic, then the performance of Jion will be weak for the reason. It is an excellent kata to judge one
They
overall
score
technique.
7.2, 6.8, 7.0, 6.6,
The lowest score
6.8,
is 6.6
7.0,
and the highest
7.0.
is 7.2.
Their total score is 20.8. Next is West Khasi Hills district, comprising of La Ajana and Nongklao, Iwa Gweka Karumnoi, and Sweetie Rani.
Next in the team kata is representing from the West Khasi Hills. The name Alaijana Nongklao, Eva Graisa Kalimoy, and Sweetie Rani. The kata they are performing is Gojo Shiho Sho. It is ranked 18th out of the 26 kata in the Shotakan Karate. Gojo Shiho Sho basically has 2 forms of kata. This kata is the small one. It has 54 steps and is practiced in Shotokan Karate. Gojo Shiho Sho was developed by Sokan Matsumura, one of the key founder of Okinawan martial arts, and named it Yushishi, which literally means 54 methods in Chinese. In some style of karate, there are 2 versions of this kata. The stance used are Kibadashi, the horse riding stance, the final strike to the abdomen, and the final strike to the chest.
They score 6.8, 6.8, 6.8.
The lowest score is
6.2,
6.2,
6.4,
and the highest
6.8.
is 6.8. Karateka waiting for the final and total score.
Their total score is 20.4.
Leaving the arena, the West Khasi Hills.
The results for the women team kata, the third place is backed by West Khasi Hills District, represented by Laai Janai Nongklau, Iva Grisha Tharumnut, and Sweetie Rani. The second place is backed by
Third place is
Rinhoi
backed by
District,
West Khasi Hills,
represented by
namely
Indom
Laijana
Sukarno,
Nongklau,
Irawan
Eva Goisha
Kanedi
Kamul,
Walang,
and
Adeline
Sweetie Rani.
Sutlet. And the first place is backed by East Khasi Hills District, represented by Rebecca
The second
Hudson,
place is backed by
Tigerba
Ribhoi
Tadukdeo,
District.
and Barisha Tharbani.
And the first place is backed by
Medal
East
distribution
Khasi
ceremony
Hills
will be
District.
held tomorrow, so kindly be present tomorrow here.
Kek ba pi hatu ka potential jong ki khna ile kai na ga jala jingi ka long nam gi bit biang ban
Ka potential to is very high namar nila I hakisram ki ba menshua nila penmi bon ki national champion nila penmi ki international ru kumben rushu kun penkan mau mislin zam finish aim jong ba ban shan lang ba don bok lang ta kumta ter mo kila don kibala wan ngila job wat di national game ru kibala julong teng hapo Jharkhand te ka potential kalong very high.
okay so tak ek badang don kam sisu na gi banta ki khna ile kai ka karati ni
Pi kebetulan kami kalau ba kumta ngi naga association ngi persyang ikat bala ndai kebetulan kami kalau nakaliang jongki menta ki haban trai sitom mo lalong kumo pule kot kan mena pim pule kot ti kumno pin kan mau banit tho gi exam ge te kumjo ganeru la pim practice man gasngi teng apor pile ya ki tournament kumo pi mentan ka kata pila ban bakla pila ban klet te kamla ban long ta pide long pin practice bay man gasing ke badon kam nang baga nam don kono ka mistake la ne ka jing telot ne ka jing duna jong pigum players
okay to kabel shibun sa kit bok e ka sen de pi bakanang ya
ta ko ble shibon na ka
itu di ba litan president jang ka All Meghalaya Karate Association menta bat nginya phai ke jing kren khindiat bat kinong job hagani gisngi New Song Tunat banyo banyak kren bat bakini kinong job jong ka team kata na East Khasi Hills tingi ai ka big congratulations na menta jong pi baro laingot to boningkong ngan kri pi kumno pi sngo hadima pi job hagani competition
Ngi sngo kemen ba kajing trash tam zingi kasi so as a team ma ba ni wan lang hilai ngot te kemen ken bangi bangi practice kai bangi give work hard kasi so nta zingi
Aswaban stang kan ka game tingila long ba ke bala kin krer pa hi ndai long ngim yo hadu kata-kata bangin pen krea kan daripada long ngila ile kat bala bangin yai le ngila ile kat bala bangin le bah khamsha khmat
pi hatu pi don nem ga jingsir ha ko por kile ga
jings ir ta kabun ni ka do apoi ha mat untuk jing knyu ai ting klet untuk kabun ha jings ir le apoi mat
pi don nem ka on focus ha ka match na ke
kabun ba ka ngiklet kat ya ka kata bun bagi klet untuk ne ka timing ila bakla da le team lai ibun ba bakla ka timing
hadi ma pila e job ke expectation jong pisia nang ni kaman ga jing khmil inti ado pin ya shusho je kaman ne gla kut ndasi
indang ye practice ha shusho bangin yo aka national level nang tu kin push sa international level